It's done. We've got our left back signing in. Here we go. Sergio Reguilon from Romano. Honestly, I'm not actually that hyped about the deal. It's just the deal's over the line. Sergio Reguilon to Manchester United. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with Tottenham on a loan deal. Understand medical tests are taking place right now. We obviously did our live stream to say the medical was underway. And we've gone for Reguilon instead of Cucurella. And we're going to weigh the positives and the negatives of this out and my thoughts on it. Do I rate Reguilon? Not particularly. Is he the third choice left back at Spurs? Yes. Is he incredibly cheap, and him being cheaper than Cucurella will allow us to get Amrabat in? Yes. Signing Reguilon gives us the funds to get Amrabat. What's the most important thing right now? Amrabat. Luke Shaw is out for 10 weeks. Malacia is out for months. So, you know what? It's a left back signing for depth. It's a player we almost signed a few years ago. It's a player that's shown potential, had a good first season at Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, do I think him being third choice left back and Alvaro Fernandez having a really good season in the Championship that maybe we should have given Alvaro Fernandez a go? Most definitely, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a cheap left back on loan. It's a bit part player to come in, and I'm not going to complain. You know, I think Cucurella's a better player. I think Tagliafico's a better player. I think Rico Henry's a better player. But I'm not going to sit here and complain about Reguilon. Like, I know that it's just a bit part signing on loan last minute because Luke Shaw's injured to do a temporary job for 10 weeks. If I sat here saying, what a joke, what a load of rubbish, I'd be an idiot. It's not that big of a deal. It's a bit part signing. It's done. We're going to get Amrabat in. We're doing this because of the Luke Shaw injury scenario. Yes, there's better options out there, but we can only do a loan deal. We've got limited funds. Well, we probably have more funds than we say. And Reguilon isn't the most exciting name, but it's done. And you know what? Fair enough. That's over the line. Now we can focus on Amrabat. That medical's done. And the most important thing for me is Amrabat. I think there's potentially a decent player in Reguilon. He's had some all right moments at Tottenham Hotspur. But I thought Cucurella was better. But obviously, Cucurella will be cup tied. Cucurella will cost more. You can't terminate it in January. This Reguilon deal is essentially really cheap. It's a player young and hungry to play, but he did miss 29 games last season through injury. So we're replacing 2 injured players with another injury-prone player. And that's the worrying thing, because if he comes here and gets injured, he's just thinking, oh, the irony of it. I'm at the point where I'd almost keep Alvaro Fernandez just in case. I know that Malacia might be back, but apparently it's going to not be months. I know that Martinez can play left back. I know that Delo can play inverted left back. And I know Alvaro Fernandez has had a great loan spell in the Championship last season. And the season before that, he was one of United's best academy players anyway, and it showed aspects in pre-season. So I would have personally liked to see an Alvaro Fernandez given a chance. But the fact that this loan deal isn't going to affect the Amrabat deal, it's still believed that Amrabat is going to become a Manchester United player. I'm not going to be too negative about this deal. Since Cucurella played yesterday, you know, Cucurella would have been a lot more expensive and cup tied. So, you know, it's Reguilon. It is. He's better than Alonso. I mean, I would have preferred Tagliafico, but that would have been costly. And again, Rico Henry would have been costly. So I will say to United, what more could they do? And it's done now. It's a bit embarrassing. It's been such a faff to get the left back, but it is last minute. It is panic. It's not an ideal target. I'm not moved by the left back. I'm not his biggest fan, but he's here to do a job. I'm going to back him. I hope he does well. And look, the left back's in, the left back's here. Luke Shaw, unfortunately, has got an injury, and it is a bit part signing from United. And we seem to do a lot of bit part signings at the moment. But I think, you know, Luke Shaw and Malacia are both injured at the moment. So you've got to be reasonable about this. I can't just go, oh, this is a joke. This is a joke. What is my club doing? I've just got to say it's a bit part signing. So let me know your thoughts anyway down below. And hopefully he comes, doesn't get injured, and is really good. And hopefully we get an Amrabat. Here we go next. Bye.